Someone was telling me on this app that I can
Hey, puppy dogs.
control the camera going in and out.
Zooming?
Yeah.
Um,
And I thought she told me on here, and I can't remember now.
we'll try here. Source properties.
I don't think that's.
Scroll down a little bit. See a little more here. Doesn't look to be there. Maybe overall setting, I don't know. You think you control it per camera?
Well, she said it was in here,
Alright.
and
Have you had problems with zooming? Or with
yeah.
focusing?
Yeah, the if I get close.
It tries to. Yeah, I got you. Alright, let me dig a TV here.
You just went out of my chat.
I just hit this thing, dashboard, and then I closed the dashboard.
Okay. What about this one? Maybe no, I'm already there.
You're already in the camera editor. I think I found it.
Oh, okay.
Focus. I'm turning off auto.
Right. And then somewhere I should be able to control that.
Yeah. Put your hand down there. See if it's. Well, actually, the main thing is the. Is it focused the way you want it?
It's focused, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a way I can control the camera myself. So I can zoom in without moving it.
Alright. Don't know. Let's try it again here. Properties. I right clicked on the crane camera, hit properties.
Okay.
And configure video. That's how I got to where I was before.
And I think that's
we turned on auto.
headed in the right direction.
Camera control. We can just adjust the slider. Let's see. Focus. You see it?
Ooh, yeah. There's another way to.
Well, there could be. That's focus.
That's
not
focus,
zoom.
yeah.
Not zoom. Probably. It's already.
Hot dog. Yeah, let's leave it like that. So I've got to be able to control that. That's cool.
I don't know if it's focused enough for you or what.
Yeah, that's good.
Let me show you how I got in here. I right click on camera, crane camera. I choose properties. Then I choose configure video. And then I go to this box over here.
Okay. Can you leave that box up?
There's camera control. And there's the zoom in.
All right.
Whatever.
Oh, my dad's calling. Yeah, what's up? Onto what? Oh, I completely forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, it is cold. All right. I'm glad you're feeling better. Bye. All right. We will see how that goes in testing. All right, so I printed out the free mini book on Joanna Basford's website, and I started to color this page. Someone else had started coloring this page, and I thought, well, I'd like to see that one. I suppose I could have gotten a different one, but that's okay. I did this first one with this neat color palette I found. Sorry about that noise. I used the Brute Funner on here, Brute Funner pencils on this one, and my always trusty, always needed Prismacolor white. And I thought I would do this one. This one looks kind of like summer, maybe spring, and I thought I would do this one in kind of summery, fall kind of colors, since there's apples here. And I decided to use the Star Joys on this one, and I thought I might just record or go live with this, and maybe I'll come back another time and do these other two in the other pencils I have. I've got Prismas and Sioux Colors, Brute Funners, and Star Joys. I do have watercolors, pencils. I could do that on a different page. Anyway, so here we are. I'm also trying out camera control issues, and Renee over in My Coloring Corner helped me with that, and then I'd forgotten kind of what she said, but my husband figured it out. Anyway, so I picked these colors. All I did was go on the internet, and I just typed in this case I typed in fall color palette, and kind of, boy, I can't remember where this is from, but I zoomed down a long way before I found the one I wanted. Oh boy, that makes me dizzy. Anyway, I saved it off in my phone and zoomed in on it and picked those. The one for this one I actually found in an app called Colors. It's a palette generator. Somebody told me about that. Let me see. I thought I had saved it over here. Well, anyway, it had red, purple, yellow, and green in it. I know it was on here somewhere, but It wasn't that one. Anyhow, so that's what I did. And I thought I'd start with the bird. The bird is going to be blue. The apples will be red and yellow, leaves green, branches brown, and I don't know about the flowers yet. I've been wanting to get something to help my hands, or keep my hands from getting so fatigued from holding the pencil, and I liked the Brute Funner shape, and I thought, well, maybe if I get a triangle shaped pencil grip, it might help. Trying to think of where the light's coming in. I know we don't always have to do that. We can just sit here and color it any way we want, but I feel like looking at where the light would come from. This kind of indicates where the light might be, so we'll just make this little part a little bit lighter on him, and maybe up here in the head. Now you can't see what I'm doing. Yeah. I usually start out really light when I'm coloring. I start with the light spots. And what I did over here is I did that. I started with actually started with the, light, like a light brush over of the light. And I'd actually indicate where I would want the darks to be with the lighter color. And then I just kind of gradually build those darker shades in there, and play around with the shadows. And I threw in a little bit of yellow and kind of a dark yellow in here to just kind of make the leaves pop. Something else I did was I went with some darker, I did one kind of yellow, and then I went in and found a dark yellow to kind of give it some dark lights. And I did that a little bit on the bird too. I had a lighter, you know what's interesting about the Brute Funner is they have this color called grayish pink, and it really, to me, it has a purple tinge to it. And as I was doing this and looking for a lighter color of plum, I saw that grayish pink, or grayed pink, and it was like they were the same color, but one was lighter. So I used it in there. Now, I brought only 5 colors in here for this one. And otherwise, I would have brought in something that's a little lighter than the blueberry blue. But I didn't even think about it. I just put my 5 pencils in here and forgot about that. But I will go light with this. And then I'll come back. Whoops. And just color darker here. And it might be better to do that since these are oil-based pencils. I know you can blend, but I'm not really great at that yet. So I'm pretty good at layering, and I think I can definitely make a gradient with that. Sometime today, my Caran d'Ache. Maybe that's the Caran d'Ache blender pencil is going to come today sometime, and then I can use it to blend some of this stuff. I'm just kind of building up the layers there. In my mind, I can see the finished picture, and then when I put my hand down to color and I start to color, it's like going in slow motion because I can see the finished, but I have to, or what I want it to be finished, the way I want it to be finished, but so it feels like I'm going slow motion. I'm having trouble today finding words because I didn't sleep well I didn't sleep enough last night, and it's totally my fault. And I just resigned myself that I was just going to be sleepy today, but I'm determined not to be overly stressed by anything, because lack of sleep causes more stress, or causes you to not have enough internal strength to deal with stress. Sleep is the most important thing. I've gone through really stressful times where I wasn't sleeping very well, and I had to talk to my doctor about that. Melatonin works pretty well. And also listening to certain kinds of music or voices, or the combination of both, at night with my earbuds, that keeps my brain from racing most of the time. And then I'm able to distract my brain enough for it to relax and go to sleep. If you want to know what I listen to, you can ask me in the comments. I suppose I could tell you on here. There's another channel called Abide, and they have 4 different channels. They have sleep meditations, relaxing music, stories, and motivation. And the motivations ones, they're anywhere from about 5 minutes to almost 20, and I listen to those in the morning because they're not really for sleep. But the music and the sleep meditations are really good. There's a couple of preachers that I like that have very relaxing voices. They're not boring, they're just very relaxing to me. There's other accents that are very relaxing, and so everybody's different as to what relaxes them. So, you know, those are just some of mine that I use. It used to be that reading would put me to sleep, and all I would have to do was start to read. About 5-10 minutes later, I'm just ready to, conk out. But reading does still make me sleepy to a certain degree, but I much prefer listening to somebody talk or read a book. There's 2 channels that I listen to someone reading. I think it's called the John 3:16 group. They've got 2 different streams going on all the time. One is just New Testament, and that's more dramatic reading, not quite so relaxing as far as going to sleep. And the other one is they'll do Old and New Testament. Now, some of that stuff in the Old Testament is, dark and gruesome and depressing, and I don't much like to listen to it. But the guy that reads in there, he makes it all interesting. I don't know what it is about his voice, but he could just be reading some really heavy stuff and some of the major prophets, and I don't even, well, I think a little bit about what he's saying, but it's not bad to listen to, it's, so that's what I listen to also, and many times I've fallen asleep to that. The cool thing there is that you can actually rewind. It keeps 12 hours in the live stream, whatever the last 12 hours was, so you can zoom back and hit something that maybe is a little more interesting, less gruesome. So that's really nice. Music and talking. I like these pencils on this paper. I like the Brute Funners over here too. And I like this paper. This is the Astro Bright. I think I mentioned just about every one of my live streams. I don't get anything from them for it. I just, if somebody hasn't been to my channel before and this is the first one they listen to, they might think, what kind of paper is she using? So it used to be called Nina. I don't know if they just changed her name to Astro Bright or if they bought out a company or what, but anyway, that's what it's called. I did not bring an eraser in here. I have this teeny tiny one. I really used this up. If you go on Amazon, you can type in pencil eraser, and you can find these. They're actually as long as, ooh, there we are. They're about as long as a pencil, a regular pencil, but I sharpened it down a lot, and there's a lot of crumbs on it, and it gets used up pretty quick, but I do have to say that it works well. I've tried a number of erasers, and I probably have one of each kind, just so I have enough. My favorite, what I mean is have one for each situation that might be different. Look how blue that is. Oh my gosh. My favorite is the electric one, of course. I couldn't do without that. I was thinking about buying, I do have an electric one, that's what I said, but I was thinking about getting a, what's it called? Rechargeable. I really like how this goes down on the paper. You can have a light touch. And get out lots of pigment. I have a pencil shaped eraser. I've got this one that's got the little brush on it, which I will continue to use as a brush because it doesn't get, doesn't get used up. And I have another pencil shaped eraser that's that doesn't have the little brush on it, and it works really well. Let's see what else. I've got a kneaded eraser. Mostly I use that one for getting rid of smudges that I've made after coloring or during coloring. And when I'm drawing with graphite, works really well. Hey, what else? I've got a little, I don't know, plastic kind of one. And it gets dirty really fast and just doesn't work very well. You got to get all the dirt off of it. So I don't use that one that often. Trying to go lightly on these. Gosh, why didn't I bring my electric eraser in here? I really need to have two of some things, just so I don't have to keep bringing them back and forth into here. This room I'm in now is the one that's got my computer, and a futon, and a dog bed, and a printer. Just kind of the catch-all room with the computer. And it has my camera in it, so I can do, and the computer is better for doing the live streams. My laptop can't deal with it so much. I haven't picked up these Starjoys in a few days because I've been playing around with the Sioux color and with the Brute Funner since I got those recently. And it's nice to come back to them. I actually like how they feel when they're marking the paper, and it reminds me of how nice Prismacolors are in the paper. They just kind of roll and they're smooth and buttery, and this one I think is kind of buttery too, just in an oily kind of way, if that makes any sense. Wow, I think that's coming out pretty good, if I do say so myself. And I will say so. I'm going to bring in the color a little bit. So that bit right before the light spot won't be like so straight and stark. One viewer, yay! Whoops. Oh, I've got to do this part. Something else I didn't bring in here was something to cover over. This might work. Put under my hand. I could just use a piece of card, I guess. Wow, I really love how this bird came out. I mean, I'm not sure I'll even use, I might use the Prismacolor white on that. Just a little bit. Just kind of subtly moving that paint around, or the color around. Okay. I can't believe it's Thursday already. Well, I really can believe it. I mean, the days just go by so fast. I mean, before you know it, it'll be next Thursday. Anybody else's day go by that fast? I don't remember doing that when I was younger. But I did hear an awful lot of adults say time goes by faster as you get older. Well, I think they were right. Not sure how much of that light we get up there, but it's worth playing around with, I guess. I actually messed up on this one. If you zoom in really close, you can tell. But I started working on this one. I thought, well, I'm going to try putting three colors together that normally wouldn't go together, but putting a common color in between and blending that way. Now, it came out nice, but not for a bird. So I just painted over with Posca. Actually, I erased with my electrical eraser the over it. And then I put Posca on top, like a, layer. And then I waited for it to dry and used a fine tip pen, black marker, fine tip black marker, to put the wings back on, and then just colored over it. And there's a little bit of difference. You can still see a little bit of that red affecting the purple, but it's okay. I'm playing around with this. This is a page that I can print again if I want to, and do it in all different colors. Just kind of play around with it. I really love this blue, blueberry blue. I love this blue. Did I ever say that? Did I say that? Did you hear me say that? You're crazy. Yeah. Go in and darken up more areas here. Oh, now the head. Maybe I'll switch to something else. I think I'll delete that. Remove. Very good. Just had to remove a bit of rubbish from the chat. Oh, brother. Give it the milk can. I really love these pencils. Oh, this paper I was saying about before, it has a lot of tooth to it. You could just keep layering and layering, and it can take it. I really have to get up close when I'm doing these fine little sections. Oh, looks pretty good. I want to make this come down a little more. I may just give a little bit. A little bit of blue in the eye, not too much. Beautiful. Whoops. There it is. I may do some more as I go. But there's the bird. Right. Let's do a little bit of green. It doesn't take a lot of pushing to get pigment out on here. I do wish I'd have brought two for each color though. Oops. That's all right. thinking about where I'm going to put the highlights. Really, these leaves are kind of behind the bird, so they really need more dark lights than highlights. Just putting in the first layer just to see where all the highlights might be. This looks like two closed eyes. That's gonna creep me out the whole time. It's gonna creep you out too. Hey, nobody's watching. That's okay. I need to not worry about that. These leaves under here are definitely dark. I haven't thought much about what I'm going to do on the sky. I left this one without something on it, but I very well could put something there. Maybe a little blue. Or I could do a little bit of metallic watercolor. I just got it cheap set just to see if I would even like watercolor. And I like it. Oh, so they're all just metallics right now. If I were to get a bigger set, I would make sure that there were regular colors in there too. But then I saw a video on gouache today, and I didn't know that gouache could do some of the things it can do, or that you could do some things with it. And I thought, oh, that's like having paint and regular paint and watercolor paint at the same time. And it's water-based, so everything cleans up. really well. So I thought, well, maybe I should get some of those. And I was looking at some on Amazon, and I could get a cheap set again and see how it goes. My mind always goes to, well, what is the cheapest, best deal I can get per people's review and all that. And then I try to do that, but I know that certain brands are going to just be, everybody's going to like them. They're the best, things since sliced bread, and I might as well just get those. But then there's also, if I'm not very good at a certain medium yet, why should I spend a ton of money on pencils or whatever it is, paints? But then if you don't use the good stuff, you're gonna get frustrated. So you might as well get the new stuff, the good stuff. I don't know. That's just that's how my brain plays ping pong with itself every day with this sort of thing. Do y'all have that issue too? Just coloring in some of this a little more. Bringing in that highlight a little bit. Adding more layers. It's harder to subtract a layer than to add one, so if you're not sure about a section, go really light there first, and if you don't like it, you can always get the eraser out and zzz it away. Or if you go in dark from the start, then it's gonna, and you end up not liking it, then you're gonna be kind of up a creek. I keep moving the paper so that this hand will be at a certain angle all the time, because I have a shaking issue, and it's just much easier. So it doesn't shake so much if I get this at the right angle, the correct angle. Probably push a little bit more here. I may go get the mail. this will be mostly in shadow, but you never know. There's some light coming through a different spot. Might be shining there. You can make a lot of shades and tones by even with the same pencil, just going darker, lighter, that kind of thing. Oh, oh Moses! I'm okay, but Robin, wow. Robin, you scared me to blessed death. What are you barking at? Brother. You know, one of these days I'm going to sneak up on her and scare her to death. See how she likes it. She'll like be, Mama. Like that camera crash. Oh, it's okay. Jeez Louise. What did you do today? I got scared. My dog scared me half to death and the camera fell over. But I'm okay. No dogs were injured or punished. Seriously. I think I might. Oh, I think I found something cool. Oh, I know. Some of you are probably wondering, I thought she was gonna... I thought she was gonna work on something else. Well, hardly anybody watches my channel right now, so, you know, it's okay. Goodness gracious. All right. Let's put a little bit of yellow in there. Just something different. Like little sun kisses or something. You know what Robin did to me? Scared me half to death.
Right from your face?
She was sitting right over here, out of the blue.
Yeah.
The camera fell over. I don't know how that happened. I guess I must have done that. Scared me half to death.
Well, we're close to dinner time, so they're on the edge.
I don't know what she was barking at. I really don't.
It's either that or something outside.
Could be. The mail came. I don't have any specific pattern to where I put yellow in the leaves. I think though I kind of lean toward starting it in the dark areas and then branching out a little bit maybe. Kind of gives the leaf a little bit more dimension, I think. I love dimension. All right, all right, all right. There's our bird and our leaves. Let's do the branches. The branches. You know, I haven't told you what colors I'm using. Blueberry, number 40. Laura green, number 25. Candlelight, number 72. And this one is barbecue, number 99. Oh, I just love how these pencils feel. It's less of a strain on my hands. I probably should stop coloring if my hands do hurt, but if I just have to color, then I will grab the Starjoys. barbecue has a little bit of a red tint to it. Which I like. That's looking good. So now I'm going to come in with a little of this brown into those leaves. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I think this really should be greener than that. You just kind of sneak up on that light spot. That's better. Pretty, pretty. Oh my goodness, it's been an hour and 12 minutes. Well, I think I'm going to stop there even though I'm not done with this. What I was going to do was use this Ladybug Red number 55 on the apples, and then a little bit of yellow in it because some apples have a little bit of yellow. So that's what I thought I'd do. And then I'm just wondering if I could make some purple on these flowers, or an orange. I think an orange would be nice. I could make an orange on that. These people. So like, put down the lighter first. Ever so lightly. And then come back with a little bit of the red. And then come back with a little bit of the yellow. And then a little more of the red. These are layering pencils. That's probably what I'll do with the flowers. Just keep layering, layering, layering. Yeah. I like how that's turning out. So that's what I'll do on that one. Oh, this is going to be challenging. Just going to keep turning the paper. Sorry about that. I have books that are in the way over there. I like how that's looking. I'm not sure those are apples. What's this little thing? They look like apples. I thought that's what they were. They might actually be apples. They look apple-y. Hmm. Just starting to color off in the direction of the shape of the fruit. And just gradually getting darker in the edges. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad. I probably needed to plan where I was going to put yellow a little bit more, because I don't necessarily want to make orange on the apple. I mean, on an apple that's got a little bit of red on it, or yellow on it, it's very distinctly not orange. Not sure how to treat that space there the artist left. So, I finished a little bit more. My hand's getting tired. And my hand is tired. But if I can zoom in some more on the... Ooh. Awesome. Trying to get it all in there. The wee little bird. Oh my goodness, I don't know if y'all can tell how beautifully blue that bird is. It just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. I can't wait to get that blender today to do a little more here. See, I don't know if you can tell here, it's, I mean, I could add some more of the color there. But he might just become real and pop off the paper and run off. Who knows? Anyhow, there you go. I'll try to finish it off camera, and you can tell me if you'd like me to finish this on camera in the comments, or to show you the crackly kind of technique that I hit upon, or any number of things. And maybe I can do another bird tomorrow and another bird the next day. I don't know, whatever hits my fancy. All right, let's see. I think I can zoom out a little more and show you the two birds together. And you can also tell me what I can put in the background there, if I should just leave it. I don't want to take away from the birds, but then I don't want them to look like they're just out in a blank sky. Would be interesting if maybe on one of these that I made the background night. Very interesting. And that have the moonshine on for the light would be really awesome.